At this point in our lives, or this era that we're in, nothing we do is for men. It's because we love ourselves so much, and it's because it's all to do with me, and I'm just like, not really.
Let's keep it 100, basically.
100,
yeah.
like, and this is just like, to me, it's just science. It's just common sense. Like, one of the top reasons why women wear makeup is for men. If you're attracted to the opposite sex, you do things so the opposite sex find you attractive, and men are visual, so we put makeup on to attract men. If that's not the case, then half of you lot wouldn't like.
It's the same way men go gyms and
and men put nice clothes on for women or to attract the opposite sex. I'm not saying it's the only reason, but it's high up there.
Would you say it's another reason?
Like some reason is because some women genuinely like to put makeup on.
They don't just do it for the opposite sex; they do it for the same sex. Guys dress to impress guys more than girls.
Yeah, true.
Girls wear makeup because they don't want to feel insecure around other girls more than guys sometimes.
I think it's ultimately still for the opposite sex, because it's almost like there's a hierarchy. So if a guy wears nice clothes and other guys rate it, then women might see that guy and be like, oh, he's getting love from his peers. That's true. And there's like a hierarchy.
So ultimately, it still boils down to it being for it to being for someone else.
Yeah.
So some girls genuinely enjoy wearing makeup, but a lot of women, I think, if we knew that we could walk around barefaced and still get attention, and still, like, when I go out raving, I dress myself up nice, not for other girls. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do it so I can get drawn. Like, what?
Hey.
Like, what? Do you know what I mean? I do it so I can go out. Like, I refuse.
Some male attention.
If women were honest, if you went out, and only women said to you, oh my God, babe, you look really nice. And literally no guy, and this doesn't even need to be like, I shouldn't say drawn, it's like the attention.
This attention,
so you might not even be physically, a guy comes up to you and say, oh, yo, but you can see a guy looking at you. You know when a guy is appreciating how you look. They don't even need to talk to you. They either look at you or they give you a look.
Yeah.
As a woman, that feels nice. Yeah. I refuse to believe that we're like this whole narrative of, oh, I just do it for myself and I do it so that other women can tell me. No, unless you are attracted to the same sex. And even then, it's still so that someone else can give you that validation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's external gratification instead of self-gratification.
You want that. You put effort in. You want the opposite sex or whoever you're attracted to acknowledge that you look good and you look nice. Or you just wouldn't, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't bother. People call me a pick me, but I probably care the least about, I will go to like the shop and I don't care. I'm going to go in my beat down Uggs and I will go to like Middies or wherever and I'm lazy when it comes to that. So I actually don't really care. And then these same girls that will be like, pick me, I'll go on your page and every one of your pictures is a filter and makeup. Do we even know what you look like? You know what I mean? So it's
hypocrisy.
It's just like,
it's true though,
really out of do you understand what I'm saying? So now men start to like me because now they feel like, oh, Zizi's actually saying things that we see as hypocritical amongst women, but we can't say it because we're too scared, because if we say it then we're going to get dragged, but Zizi's saying it for us. So now it's like men like me because of that. But the thing with me is sometimes I might agree with men and sometimes I might agree with women, and I think that is the annoying thing. I don't have to agree with women all the time and I don't have to agree with men all the time.
Of course. Should a girl be allowed to, be sexual? Should anyone be allowed to, especially a guy, should a guy be allowed to weigh in on that?
I just think it's counterproductive. I don't class myself as a feminist. I enjoy gender roles. I think it worked very well. What feminism was originally, like, us being able to work and us being able to vote and us having equal pay. But this like 4th or 500th wave that we're on now of basically I should be able to open my legs and not be called a hoe wave, slut walk and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think it's great. But so I just think it's counterproductive. I just think that sometimes us as women, like we do this whole thing of we don't want to be sexualized, I don't want to be sexualized, and then we sexualize ourselves. Your bum, your rear end, if you've got a big one, or even if you don't, just the bum in general is a very sexualized part of your body anyway.
Yeah. Especially when taking a picture and showing it to the camera in that sense. So now you're
using one of the most sexualized parts of your body to participate in a challenge, to spell a word. It's like, what is the point of this?
Yeah.
Like, as a woman, what do you get out of this? And
I don't think it's that bad though.
But the only thing it's not. And then some people say it's not that deep.
Yeah, I'm on that side of the fence.
But then it is that deep, because then in the next tweet you're going to complain about being sexualized, but you're sexualizing yourself. Because
I see what you're saying.
You're that no matter what, that you are sexualizing yourself as a woman. The part of the body that they've used to do this challenge is one of the most sexual parts of the body that men will look at and be like, oh yeah, like, oh, I can't wait to bend her over, and all, you know what I mean? Like when you look at a bum, it's not like pure thoughts that come to your head. No. It's sexual thoughts that come to your head. Yeah. So why would you do that to yourself? Why would you then put something up that then is going to make other people sexualize you? Yeah. I don't see the point in that. We're going backwards, because the whole point of when feminism started was so that we were seen as more than our bodies. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't you come home from work and I cook you a meal. It was equality. It was I can go out to work. I'm more than my body. I'm not just here to make babies with you, to lay down with me, for me to cook and me to do all the things that women should do. And now that's basically what we're doing. Everything that is about a woman these days is to do with our bodies. When I go through my explore page, I just see every other picture is like a woman with her cracking her back and turning her head and her arse out. And I'm just like, is this all that we are now? Is it just so that we can show our bodies? We are just resulting to, this is all I've got is my body.
I think it's because it can equal currency, like whether that means meeting a rich dude, whether that means getting paid by brands. Like, I think people are seeing it as like
money, currency.
Yeah, I think people literally seeing it as
that's
like,
that's true, it is, but then it's to do with your body. Like the only thing that's good about you as a woman is your body. The only way you feel like you can make money is by showing your bum and which is fine. But this is what I'm saying, I don't mind that. Do that, but then don't cry about everything else that comes with it. Do you get what I mean? Like, don't be like, oh, I'm more than my body, but everything on your page is just your body.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I agree.
I just think I'm a very like black and white person. Don't just admit that you enjoy the fact that, like you said, that your body is going to make you money. But then don't be like, oh, us as women, we're more than our bodies. But I don't see anything apart from your body. Me being opinionated probably puts a lot of men off. But if I was doing bikini pictures, I probably would have more guys that would be interested in me or might want to even take me seriously. But it's almost me being fully like, guys will say me talking about sex is vulgar, but then you're gonna like a picture of a girl with her fanny literally out, and that's okay. But me fully clothed, no makeup on, with a headscarf on, saying I enjoy oral sex is that's nasty. Like, do you know, like, why are you talking about that for? But you don't see anything wrong with the girl like that's literally doing sex.
But you know the thing is,
people, it's all a cycle, because girls like the guy in the Dior and
again with men that complain about women only want me for my money, but all you've got up on your page is money.
It's designer,
money.
It's money,
it's the same thing. It's the same. It's and women will say, like, any woman that's like, oh, what you're saying is, but women will say the same thing about men. Well, then if you don't want women to come for your money, then maybe you should put something else up on your page. Then you go to Dubai and your Rolexes and this and this and that. It's literally the same thing. Yeah.
So basically, a few years ago, I went LA, right?
Is it a date you're talking about?
Yeah, it was a date, but we'd already kind of seen each other in the past.
Okay.
And then when we've gone out to eat, she expected me. She was like, oh, you choose what we're eating. And I was like, I don't know, what do you want? And she's like, no, you got to choose. All right. And I was looking at the menu, and then she was like, all right. She's like, a guy like has to, like, that's how it is. I think she was saying in LA, she's like, this is how it is here. Like, when you go on dates,
with that, though,
the guy has to choose for the guy. Yeah, but that's never been my thing.
Just be spontaneous and say, boom, can we get this?
No, but she was saying it in a sense like you're supposed to know. You're supposed to know, not even where we are, but you're supposed to know what a girl wants. You're supposed to take control, order for me, order the drink for me, have this kind of cultured thoughts of what a girl would want in this scenario. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, hold on. I was doing the courtesy thing of like, you choose whatever you want.
Like, get what you want. A miscommunication in the sense of if you say, what do you want? She said, you decide. Then I would have thought you would see it as a challenge, be like, let me just try and pick something.
But then even that,
I was confused.
But even that is a lot of pressure. It's almost like now this equals how much of a man this person is.
Yeah,
do you get what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. There's all these things. And men do it to women as well. Like, oh, if you this, can you cook? Can you that? Blah 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 blah. My thing is with society today is that everyone wants to apply gender roles, but only when it concerns when it benefits
them.
them.
Yeah.
So men want a woman to cook and clean, but are you bringing the ingredients for me to cook, bruv? Because that's what it was back in the day, innit? If I was when I'm at home as the wife that was at home and I was cooking, I would cook the food, but you're bringing the food for me to cook.
Yeah.
It's not me like doing everything and whatever. And I'm playing my gender role. And then it's the same with women. It's like, oh, I want a man he should be paying for this, he should be paying for that. But are you doing your gender role, sis? So I think gender roles work when everyone's playing their gender role. Don't be expecting me to be doing my gender role and you want me to cook, you want me to clean, you want me to do all this stuff, but you're coming to my yard or whatever with your long hand all the time. Do you get what I mean? Like, that don't make sense to me, because you want me to do everything that a woman should do, but are you doing everything that a man? That's why when a man asks me, can you cook? I'm like, can you provide? If you want me to cook, I'm going to ask you, can you provide? Are you going to provide for my family? Because I might want to know that as well. Because my dad provided for me. And, you know, I've never had to really want for anything. So I want to know. And that's why I think that relationships are becoming a thing of the past. Yeah, they are. Because back in the day, men and women,
I think
we needed each other.
So
A man needed a woman for those things, which was to cook, to clean, and to do this thing. Now, if you're making decent enough money, you can get a cleaner, you can get Deliveroo. Like, even my friend, he was like, I worked out the other day that really me buying Uber Eats or Deliveroo or whatever is not actually it's not really that bad for my pocket. Those were the things that we did, that those were, like you said, as women, that was our like tools that would make a man want you. Like, she's gonna cook for me, she's gonna clean for me, she's gonna do that. But now, with things being so cheap and whatever, you can get someone to come and clean your house every month or every other 2 weeks for dirt cheap. So many guys say, I want kids, but I don't want a relationship. I'm happy to have kids, but I don't want a relationship. A lot of men don't want accountability now. I can have my child and I get the best of both worlds. I have my offspring there and I can see my child as of when I want, but I still can live on my own, bring girls over, have another girl, do what I need to do, but I've got the best of both worlds.
In short, how is the dating scene overall?
It's the jungle.
Is it a jungle?
The dating scene is it's the jungle out
the trenches.
there. And
the trenches.
There's too much.
Zizi's the voice of the trenches.
Men pick the woman that they want and we just hope for the best. Even though women try to act like, you know, they do the picking, they don't. Men pick. On the women in social media world, they are like these old fashioned / new fashioned women. But ultimately, they like the man to be in control. They like the man to pay. They like the man to do this. They want the man to do the chasing. Like, you'll see these girls tweet, I don't chase no man, sis. If he's this, then he don't want you. So ultimately, again, you are going by old school values of the man is the chaser, and you wait for the man to come and approach you. So then we are being picked.
But what are you talking about specifically?
I'm talking about just dating and
trying to get in a relationship
the initial starting of dating. It's the man, and we're talking about, forget if you don't find the man attractive. We're talking about if you find a man attractive and you like him, majority of women are not going to slide in a man's DMs and make the first move. At this low level that we're at now.
They're not.
We ain't doing that. It doesn't matter who you are. We won't do that. We will wait for the guy that we find. There's even memes and jokes about how a woman shoots their shot, will go in like 3 pictures and hope for the best. But we will never actually be like, yo, I think you're nice. Like, do you want to go out on a date? So it is. We're waiting for the man that we find attractive or we like to approach us. So that means you're being picked. You're waiting for him to come and approach you. Then you're also waiting for him to make the first move of when do we go out for a date? And you're also waiting for him to call you, to text you. So technically, it's the man that's doing the picking. But we as women think, oh no, it's me. That's something that women don't like to hear, but it's the truth.
A lot of guys are dating to smash. Let's be real. So even if they reach out to you for the date and you accept it, but they've picked you, it's still in your hands whether the guy gets what he actually wants.
Oh yeah,
but that's
of course.
And the women are fully in control of that.
We then, like you said, we determine when or if you're going to get the sex. But initially, we still go out on the date. Do you get what I mean? If it's a guy that you like, you're still, even if you, in the back of your head, you know, he might, all he wants initially, it might just be sleep with me, but you're still going to go out on the date.
Just mad. When you eventually, when people eventually do have sex, it's like the power shifts again. Almost back to the male. I saw a comedian, I think it was like D. Ray Davis or one of them American comedians, and he was basically like, women, like once a guy slept with you, you can't say shit after that. Your bargaining chips are gone. It was so rude. He said something like that, like your bargaining chips are off the table. Like before you was calling the shots, this, that and the third. Once you slept together, you ain't got bargaining chips no more. Like that's rude. But a lot of guys operate like that.
But you get to find out what a guy's real intentions are once you slept with him, and how his energy like shifts, because you don't know until it happens. Because a guy can give you all the good talk of like, nah, it's not that, I'm not like, I want to take this serious, and then he sleeps with you and the energy shifts.